There are a variety of bonding practices that build a sense of unity, such as posting student photos like Mrs. Stingley does at Briar Elementary.
We take those the very first week of school, and I'll turn around and take another picture of them at the end of the year so they can see how they've grown, and they always laugh, and that is something important for them.
Learning names is greatly assisted with a photo name chart that identifies each student.
Take a photograph. I'd bring a Polaroid, I'd take a picture, usually it would have to be 2, and I suggest doing this in all of your upper grade classes. Get your vis-a-vis permanent marker, write the first name under each, so that I come to associate face and name much faster.
Dr. Cummings refers to a teacher whose photo name chart helps substitute or guest teachers.
She doesn't just have a seating chart, it's a picture chart. She said, first of all, when the guest teacher comes, the guest teachers love this, because think about, what do our kids do when guest teachers are there? They switcheroo, they love that anonymity.
First Name Bingo is a powerful way for everyone to learn the names of new students and classmates.
One of the first ways to say, I know you and your count, is to know their names. This particular teacher that I'm going to show you here, she's elementary, she plays first name bingo with her kids. Gives them a blank bingo card. So she calls Job. Job stands. Everybody now sees who Job is, looks to see if it's on the bingo card, and it is a way of making that person part of the community. It also helps those of us, how many of you have a little trouble knowing names?
I hope that you will all remember to work
Melody
as a
Linton
team.
uses several bonding and connecting practices at the beginning of the year to build teamwork. One is the class construction of a picture puzzle. Her students describe themselves on their own puzzle pieces. Once they've completed their own unique pre-cut pieces, she has them put the puzzle together.
That's what this whole lesson is about. It's fitting together, working together, being part of a team. If you'll notice, I drew a little border around the outside of the puzzle. This is the border, the outside. It has little squigglies and a heart. That's the border. But a corner would have that on both sides. Who has a corner? Who thinks they may have a corner piece? Let's see. Jesse, hold yours up. You have a corner. And Ricardo, you have a corner. Will you two come up to this board? And we're going to see how we all fit together. Who else has a corner? Emmanuel, bring yours up. Not yours. And Steve has a corner. Yours looks like it has a corner. Okay, so you four come up and see where your corners fit. All right, Emmanuel's our first puzzle piece. He is in the top left corner. Together.
The children struggle to fit the puzzle pieces in the right place and need each other's help to do it.
That means they work together. They work as a team.
As the puzzle nears completion, the students have an increased sense of community. Dr. Cummings shows examples of a classroom tapestry and a t-shirt.
This is called a classroom tapestry, where the kids have a chance to bond and connect and develop that sense of community. That students sign in over here. The teacher has topics across the top: family, pets, hobby, favorite, food, whatever. And sometime during the day, each student, one at a time, goes up and they fill it out across. And then for the first week or two, you do activities with this. It might be, find one person in here who's most like you. Go talk to him or her and talk about all the things you had in common from our tapestry. Another day, it might be, find a person in here who's most unlike you. All sorts of, which pet do our kids in here have most often? They can read it like a graph. It's just delightful. This was one of our 6th grade teachers. She just said, if you were going to design a t-shirt that really fit you to a T, what would it be? She got a string, hung it across, as she was building sense of community.
A student exhibit board encourages students to take pride in their accomplishments.
I can't emphasize how important it is. If I'm going to make all kids feel like they belong. In the old days, the only papers we would put up on a wall on the bulletin boards were which papers? Yeah, the good ones. Or if we said, oh, but Carol, I'm going to put all the papers up, we might put all of them up, including the bad ones, And what would some cruel kids do? Ooh, look at that one. So what we're encouraging our teachers to do is put up an exhibit board for each student in the class. Now this works most effectively at the elementary grades. And so when the kids come in and you have your class list, here's Michelle's. That's her exhibit board. Once a week, the kids go through their portfolio, pick out the work they're most proud of, and post it.
Well-written questionnaires for students and parents assist teachers in building a community of learners. Filling out an all-about-me kind of questionnaire helps children feel valued and unique and provides useful information for the teacher. Questions could include, what did you do during the summer? What do you look forward to in school? What do you fear about school? What have you done that you are proud of? What do you need help with?
So as soon as they spot a child that they think that I'm not bonding with this child, they go into it and pull it out to find out what's a connection, what's a way in, so I can make that connection.
In addition to the student questionnaire, teachers send home a questionnaire for the parents.
What goals or expectations do you have for your students in the 7th grade? What do you see as your students' strengths in school? What do you see as your students' greatest challenge? How can we help you in these areas? Are there any health or other concerns that may impact your students' learning?